type of a situation when we get blank, you know, I realized actually first when we are at the beginner stage, right?
Yes.
Second one when when we realized, when we have that, a sense that the person who's sitting in front of us is
Mm.
less us,
Better
better
than
than.
better than us. Yes.
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 So that time we get blank, and the
Yes.
many thoughts is occurring that time, and a kind of a traffic jam in the brain.
Mm.
And very good afternoon to you, Preeti.
Good afternoon to you, ma'am. How are you?
I am exceptionally good. Why? Because I'm connecting you again to you. So I'm exceptionally good. I'm geared up, and I want that this conversation is going to be fruitful and inclined towards a plum way. And that's why I'm very exceptionally good.
Yeah,
Tell
thank you so
me.
much. And I always feel delighted when I try to connect with you because I watch your some videos and you have different vocab, unique vocab in your speaking. That's why I am a big fan of your speaking.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is all because of your support and your blessings and nothing else. And I would say 20% my hard work. So let's proceed further. Before proceed further, I want you to introduce yourself and beautiful, crisp shot.
Yes, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
Preeti and I'm a private school teacher. Right now I'm living in Bahadur, that is near New Delhi. I have been running my two YouTube channel from last 2 years. That one is Easy Way to Learn with Preeti, that is my study channel, and another one is Easy Way Vlog, that is my vlogging channel. That's all about
Mhm.
me.
Okay, so lovely to know that you are a multitasker person. You are a teaching into, you are a housewife, and you are running your two, I think two
Two
channel,
YouTube.
right? One is a
Yes,
vlogging
yes,
one and one is study one.
yes.
So, so which one is your favorite one? Which
Yeah,
channel is?
definitely this channel, like Easy Way to Learn with Preeti, that is my study channel because I'm a teacher and my full on focus is on study channel. But yes, I made and created my another channel only just to record the memories of my life, like whenever I met with my friends, with my family members, or maybe sometimes is there any special occasion. Only that time I make vlog. Otherwise, I'm a very big fond of about dancing. So
Oh,
I make short short videos on related to dance, and
uh-huh.
then I upload on same
Oh,
on Instagram and vlogging channel. Yes, both sides.
okay, okay. Please do share me the link, and I will also connect with you. I will also follow you so that I can have entertainment. You are saying that you are good at dance, so I want to learn some dance move from you.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, then just today the topic we have in hand, right, is
Hmm.
why we get blank while we speaking,
Blank.
while we indulge ourselves into the conversation. So my
Hmm.
question, Preeti, so do you ever felt, struggling with the words and getting blank during the conversation? Do you ever felt that kind of situation?
Many times, ma'am. Many times.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, we all are learners, and definitely English is not our first language. Like
Yes.
if you yes, oh, we are living in Haryana, and whether we are living in the any part of India, what
Mhm.
is the I think we all have control and full focused on our first language, that is our native language. And if we
Yes.
are learning any new language, definitely it happens with each and everyone. We stuck and we fumble and we use filler words, and sometimes our mind goes blank while speaking. It's not a big deal, and we should not feel bad for that because
Yes.
it happens with everyone, and it is human tendency, like we do mistake. And the main thing is that we have to learn something from our mistake, and from we can rectify our mistake. That is the important. Like we,
Mhm.
if we are learning, and if we are learning English, so everyone knows that English is not our language; it's a foreign language. And if we are learning, definitely we will do mistake. Definitely we can stuck while speaking. So
Mhm.
there are so many cause and reasons about behind this.
Mm-hmm.
behind this reason. And one and foremost important reason which is in my mind, that is
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
lack of vocab words.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is behind that, I think lack of reading. If
Uh-huh.
we do
Yes.
practice, if we can do practice more and more, we can do reading practice, like book reading. And if we are listening to others, definitely new vocab, new words will come in our mind, and we will not stuck. And
Mm-hmm.
if we are doing practice, so because it is a lack of practice also, the main reason is this. And if
Yes.
we are doing, yes, if we are doing practice on daily basis, we are giving time for practice more and more, like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So with the passing of time, we can remove, we can rectify our this problem also.
Yes, yes, yes. Well said, Preeti. Well said. And and the one thing I would like to add on here also. Actually, I feel so. There are two type of a situation when we get blank. You know, I realized actually first when we are at the beginner stage, right?
Yes.
Second one when when we realized when we have that a sense that the person who's sitting in front of us is
Mm.
less us
Better
better
than
than
us. Better than us. Yes.
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 So that time we get blank, and
Yes.
the many thoughts is occurring that time, and a kind of a traffic jam in the brain.
Mm.
So we get
Yes.
blank. So I believe this is a psychological impact. I don't
Mm.
know why. Kyunki, let me just give you an example also here. Famous personality. If any famous personality comes in front of you, and you wanted to have a word with him or her, what happened? You will get blank.
Mm.
Why? Because you already realize that this person is superior than me.
Mm.
Knowingly, in spite of knowingly that your regional language, and he or she also know the regional language, and you are going to talk and you are going to have a word with him or her only in the native language, still you will get blank. So that's why I'm saying it is a psychological impact. We are human, and we have that prerogative. हमारा ये अधिकार है, बहुत बड़ा वाला अधिकार है हम blank हो सकते हैं, right? And we can struggle for the words also. And of course we are not born and brought up in the native country like US and
And
UK.
yes.
Yes. So India is a diversity country, and different culture, different activities are here. So we have our own style and flaunt, and we should follow it, and we should not be get scared of that. I would say.
Yeah. And it is our human tendency, like we are Indian, and when we are learning English, definitely we will fumble, we will stuck while learning this new language. And it happens with foreigners also, like
Yes.
if any European people is trying to learn Hindi, they will also doing this type of thing. We
Yes.
never get this thing in mind, like they are also, Hindi is a new language for them, and if they are trying to learn Hindi, they will definitely stuck while speaking Hindi, and they will definitely fumble and use these type of filler words also, like this. And same we are doing, like if we are
Yes.
learning English, and because
Yes.
we are not habitual to speak every time, and lack of practice, and maybe the effect of environment, you can say, because every time our surrounding people are not ready to speak English with us. uh,
Hmm. So
so
what
in
are
that,
what are the prominent reason why we get stuck?
there is not only any particular reason, there are so many reasons behind this.
Mm-hmm.
One is lack of vocab, one is lack of confidence, and one definitely which you told, like if the another person by which we are doing conversation, if the another person is very good, very famous personality by which from which we are connecting,
Hmm.
like if any we are watching podcast of any big personality, and definitely some words will goes up from the upper side of our mind, and that time if we try to copy those those dialogues, so in that case we will feel like we can't speak like
Yes.
them.
Yes, yes. You know, the main I few are the points which I would like to highlight here. The one is that fear, fear of making mistake.
Yeah.
In
Hmm.
another, we can say restricted mindset. We always have a fear that people will judge us, right?
Hmm.
We are
Yes.
making mistake, people are going to judge us. So
Hmm.
that kind of
Yeah,
a
this
fear
is
is always in our head कि हम कुछ गलती करेंगे and they will laugh on us, they will mock us.
they will.
So that kind of a restricted mindset, I think one of the
Yes.
prominent reasons. And second would be, I think, lack of motivation is also there.
Hmm.
Lack of
Yeah.
motivation. We are not getting a motivation from our surroundings. You know, there is a tendency, if we are doing something good in our life and we want to achieve something, the people are always ready to ready to pull our leg always.
Hmm.
So that kind of we are not getting any kind of a motivation from surroundings. That may be the second prominent reason, I would say.
I think, ma'am, actually, motivation always come by confidence.
uh,
If we have lack of confidence, definitely we can't be self motivated. And if
mhm,
we try to motivate from inner side, motivation can be from external and inner, both sides. So if
mhm.
we want to get inner motivation, so in that case, I think one and foremost important vital role is for confidence. If we have confidence and if we want to increase our confidence,
Mhm.
for that I think that is the biggest problem for beginners, especially for beginners who
Yes,
want to learn, who want to speak. Because
yes,
somehow, if you are manageable, you can speak broken English. In that case, definitely you will achieve little bit confidence, and with that confidence, you can gradually increase the ladder of confidence. But
yes,
yes,
yes, yes, yes.
in starting, this happens.
Yes,
Hmm.
hesitation also. We have a hesitation
Yes.
also to speak out, to speak with the person to whom. Here I would like to quote one example of my son. My son, like, he know Hindi, everything. He know how to speak Hindi. He understand Hindi, but somewhere he has a hesitation. Whenever I always tell him that please speak in Hindi, he has a kind of hesitation. Mama, if I will speak in Hindi, na, everybody will mock at me, everybody laugh at me. So he never ever try to, although he understand Hindi, he
Hmm.
understand, he speak everything. I'm talking about the hesitation. So our mind is not actually ready to adapting the other things. Similarly, likewise, us, English,
Hmm.
when we have the first language is Hindi, so our mind is not actually accepting the other
Yes.
language.
Yes.
First we
And
need to create that tendency for in our environment, or so that we can adapt the changes.
hmm. Same example which you told about your child, it
Mm-hmm.
happens like maybe a person who is elder, who already grown up, like a college student and who is doing practice for competitive exams, and maybe a professional. Like yesterday, I did one conversation, and that was with a Tamil Nadu person, and he is working in a company,
Mm-hmm.
and he was under the confidence. He sent a message first on Skype, ma'am, please don't ask difficult question with me because it is my first conversation
Acha.
and I am a beginner. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and when I did conversation, he was using simple sentences. He was
Mm-hmm.
not bad, like, but yes, he was under the confidence, and because of the hesitation, he was nervousness, he was doing this. And when I asked, do you speak English in your company, is there any environment of English? And he said, ma'am, no, I have to deal with the labor part, and they always speak in Tamil language, that is our native language.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it is my dream to go in foreign countries, that's why I want to polish my English. So
Mm-hmm.
same happens with elder person also. Like every person have good knowledge of grammar because we all have learned this grammar in our childhood. But yes, we never try to speak English. That's
Mm-hmm.
why when we are trying now. Like if someone is speaking with us, in that case, if we want to try, definitely we feel hesitation and nervousness, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I think we use this type of stucking. We are facing this type of stucking. This is the
Mm-hmm.
main.
Okay, we talk about lot, the why we are getting blank. So let's talk about some solution for it.
Hmm.
how we can get rid of this problem, why we are
Problem.
getting,
Yes.
you know. So
Okay.
let's just troubleshoot the problem. So what are your points? How we can get rid of this problem?
Um, I
One.
think which I always proceed in my mind, that is speaking comes
Mm-hmm.
by speaking. Like
Yes.
if you want to learn any language, not only English, any language, if you want to learn, for
Mm-hmm.
that we have to do practice more and more. And practice comes by, I think, with the behavior. Like we have to speak. Whether
Yes.
we have any type of knowledge, it doesn't matter, but we have to bring our words out of the mouth. So that
Yes.
is important.
Yes. Yes. Practice is made. Practice is the the main solution, or I would say
Yes.
main. Yes, solution for it, that the more you will practice, the more you will learn, the more yourself put into the conversation, converse with the people, the more you will get confident. Right.
Yes.
And there are through one or two, three activities which actually I'm applying on it, applying on me. And I want you to, just wanted to share it. And the one thing is, shadowing activities is very powerful activity. That activities is all about what the other people is saying, that you need to pause it, then you need to repeat it. If you are listening any conversation now, any conversation, any English yari conversation, any clapping or conversation, what the tutor is asking question, you need to just pause it and answer it by your own.
Okay.
This we call shadowing activity, a powerful activity. And second thing, you always go with the topic.
Hmm.
Always
Yes. Yes.
small, small say topic, my family, friends, and goals, pets. There are a lot of small topics you can find out in internet and YouTube also. When you will go with the topic, you will always have a different sentence structures and lot of vocabs in your baskets. That
Hmm.
is all. And after that, you are ready to go indulge yourself into the conversation, and you are ready to hit the boundaries.
Yes. Fully agree with your thought, because when we are putting any topic in front of us, definitely we will trying to bring our thoughts out of the mind. Like we have to speak on this, and which
Mhm.
type of thoughts and ideas and emotions are coming in our mind, in our heart. Definitely, we have to make them sentences in the form of sentence. We will present them.
We
So
need,
that
and
is.
we are stretching our boundaries ना,
Hmm.
क्योंकि हम we are trying to, if we will stay in our comfort zone, then how we will improve.
Yes. Yes.
Conclude this conversation on that positive note, that whenever you are feeling blank, whenever you are struggling with the words, so not to worry about, sweat not, fret not, just go with the flow. Of this session. And thank you so much to connect with me. And hopefully we will connect again on good topic.
Yes.